Hello everyone, welcome to Moshumi's Travel Time, the tour of the USA, June-July 2025. Like my all other tours, this tour was also arranged by Brahman Tours. But before I begin, I request you to watch the video till the end, subscribe, share, like and comment. Today in this tour of New York, first I will take you to the Statue of Liberty. Then I'll take you on a panoramic night tour of New York City, where you will see some of its most iconic landmarks beautifully illuminated on the skyline. At the end, I'll take you on a walking tour of the New York City, where we will explore the Freedom Tower, the Charging Bull, Wall Street, and many more famous spots. For our Statue of Liberty tour, we drove from my sister's home on Loyal Street in New Jersey to the Liberty State Park. We parked our car here and walked through the park to take the ferry. That's the New York City skyline visible from the park on the other side of the Hudson River. After check-in, we entered the Blue Comet Auditorium. This auditorium was once the waiting lounge for the famous Blue Comet train, which operated between New Jersey and Atlanta City between 1929 to 1941. Today, it's used as a waiting area for the Statue City cruise passengers. The train was designed for the middle-class travelers, featuring a distinctive royal blue and cream color cars named after the famous comets. This was the train station for the Blue Comets train. We walked through the station and boarded our ferry. That's our ship. For a better view, we all went to the top of the ferry. That's the Freedom Tower, built on the very site where the Twin Towers once stood at the World Trade Center. Sailing through the Hudson River towards the Statue of Liberty. Our first glimpse of the Statue of Liberty on the Liberty Island. Gradually approaching the Liberty Island. At last arrived at the island. Just after disembarking, we first went to the museum. The museum was inaugurated on 16th May 2019, and it showcases the story behind the Statue of Liberty, its creation, history, and symbolism. The statue was designed by Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, and it was gifted by the people of France to the people of the United States of America in 1886. The names of the donors are written on this pillar using stars.
The ideals for which she stands resonate far beyond this harbor. It's an icon for something far beyond America. She stands for the ageless human yearning to live free. She stands for the belief that we are all born with the right to express the impulse of a human heart. It's for the freedoms of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and for the laws that guarantee those freedoms for all.
From the museum, we went to see the statue. And here we are right in front of the statue. After spending some wonderful time at the island, we returned back with many sweet memories. The day before Statue of Liberty trip, we, along with my sister's family, went to New York City from New Jersey to enjoy a Broadway show, followed by a breathtaking night skyline tour of the city. This is the bridge over the Hudson River that connects New Jersey and New York City. There are two main tunnels that run under the river, the Holland Tunnel and the Lincoln Tunnel. This is the Lincoln Tunnel through which we will go to the New York City. Arrived at New York, and heading towards New Amsterdam Theatre for our Broadway show Aladdin. That's the New Amsterdam Theatre where we will watch Aladdin. It's beside Madame Tussauds and near Times Square. The show was absolutely amazing, but photography was strictly prohibited. Now we are walking towards 46th Street of 8th Avenue, that is Times Square, where our bus will pick us up for the New York City Night Skyline Tour. While walking, we were surprised to see rickshaws in the New York City. These are the famous brightly lit billboards and advertisements of Times Square, lighting up the area with non-stop energy and color. The queue for the bus was quite long, and we had to wait for more than an hour as each bus arrived and got packed. Finally, our turn came and we boarded the open-top sightseeing bus. Now let's enjoy the stunning panoramic night skyline view of the city. And then, as promised earlier, I'll take you along on a daytime walking tour of New York. For my New York City tour, I walked from my sister's house on Loyal Street, New Jersey to Metro Park Station, just a 10 minutes walk, and then boarded the train to Penn Station, New York. After 45 minutes, I arrived at this Penn Station. This is the upper level of the station, filled with many shops. From here, I went downstairs to take the metro to the World Trade Center. After getting off the metro or subway, as it's called here, I walked up these steps and arrived at the Oculus Mall. The name Oculus actually comes from the Latin word eye, referring to the skylight that lets sunlight flood the interior. It is home to 12 subway lines, the World Trade Center Path Station, and dozen retailers serving over 1 million people every week. Oculus was designed by Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava, resembling a white dove taking flight. It is a symbol of rebirth and hope after the 9/11 attacks. The moment I walked out of the Oculus, the Freedom Tower stood tall right in front of me. I stood there for a moment, thinking about 9/11 and how life must have felt so normal that morning, until the sudden attacks changed everything in an instant. After exploring the World Trade Center for a while, I headed towards the Battery Park. That's the Battery Park parking. Now we have entered the Battery Park and it's free. Battery Park is famous for the stunning views of the Statue of Liberty and ferry access to many iconic islands. Watching the Statue of Liberty from inside the park required buying tickets, and the line was really long. As I had already been to Liberty Island earlier, I chose to skip the visit. Instead, I stood on the steps of a nearby building outside the park and admired the Statue of Liberty from there. Just past the Battery Park is the famous Charging Bull statue, and I'm walking towards it now. You can already see the crowd gathered around the statue from here. The Charging Bull is an 11-foot tall and 26-foot long bronze statue that symbolizes the bull market or the rising stock market of New York and the resilience of the American business. From the Charging Bull, I walked towards the Wall Street just beside it. Wall Street is a 605-meter long street recognized globally as the center of American finance. It houses the New York Stock Exchange, the world's largest buy market capitalization. The street's name came from a wooden wall built by Dutch colonists in 1653 for protection. In this way, walking through the Wall Street, I arrived at the riverfront, Pier 11. This is a major ferry terminal of New York that connects Lower Manhattan to Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Governor's Island, and the Staten Island. Walking along this bustling riverfront itself was a very pleasing experience. From the Wall Street, I took a subway to Times Square. This is the metro station from where I arrived at Times Square. The vibrancy of the Times Square we had already seen in our night skyline tour of the city. This is the Empire State Building, a 102-story skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan. It was completed in 1931, and for 40 years it was the tallest building in the world. From here, I walked towards the Bryant Park. This is the same Bryant Park that we crossed during our night skyline tour of the city. Just beside the Bryant Park is the New York Public Library, a historic Brooks Arts masterpiece. The Polanski exhibition inside this library is a permanent free exhibition showcasing 4,000 years of history, including literary, art, and historical treasures. After spending a wonderful day in New York, I returned to the Madison Garden Square station, which is just beside the Penn Station, and from here I returned to New Jersey.